Why do you think that's okay to come out in public like that? Why, as a grown, full-fledged woman, why would you come out in public with a hair bonnet on? I've talked about this before, and I'm going to talk about it again.
Please stop wearing bonnets in the airports. You look crazy. It is ratchet. It is ghetto. It is unattractive. It makes you look crazy. At what point, and yes, she was black. Obviously, she was black. At what point did black people decide that we just don't care how we look in public anymore?
The bad stigma about black women wearing bonnets in public, but, you know, let me say this. It does not signify that you are less than, ghetto, uneducated, none of that.
But even if I did have my bonnet on, like, I would never go nowhere a lot of people live. Like, honestly, do y'all feel like it's ghetto to wear bonnets in public?
Hey y'all, it's Two Brains, Three Eyes, and I'm back with another video. And y'all, your girl was inspired to do or talk about this because this topic has been trending on social media. But we've been talking about this for maybe the past 5 years or so. And this is about how wearing bonnets out in public is ghetto as hell. And it is. But I'm going to be honest on the reason why I don't like wearing bonnets in public. And I'll just simply say it's because bonnets in public are strictly associated with ghetto ass people. That's why I don't like wearing them, right? So I spent a majority of my life disassociating myself from ratchet behavior. So whatever the degenerate class of people do, I spent most of my life doing the opposite. And that's why I have such a successful life now. You know, I strayed away from doing what a majority of those types of people were doing. And I am a black woman, and I'm not ashamed to admit that I'm a black woman, but a lot of times I am embarrassed of our community and how they portray themselves in public, right? Now, Monique brought this up. I don't know. She brought this up maybe about 5 or 6 years ago. I think it was during COVID or something, where she was in the airport and she saw a bunch of girls, you know, walking around in their pajamas.
I've been seeing it, not just at the airport. I've been seeing it at the store, at the mall. I've been seeing sisters showing up with these bonnets and headscarves and their slippers. And the question that I'm having to you, my sweet babies, when did we lose pride in representing ourselves? When did we step away of let me make sure I'm presentable when I leave my home? Let me make sure I'm representing the family I created so that if I'm out in the street, I look like I have pride in myself. And I'm not saying no full face of makeup. I'm not saying no full front lace frontal. I'm not saying none of that. All I'm saying is, could you please comb your hair? And if you don't want to comb your hair, they got enough shit out here now, baby, where you can style yourself up and look like you have pride.
Not only bonnets, but also pajamas too in public. And she made emphasis on taking some pride in yourself and being prepared and getting yourself ready for the world. Because when you walk out the house, you're a representation of you, not only you, but also to the people that raised you. But also I blame the parents because the parents don't enforce them to care enough about themselves to get them ready because the parents are not doing it. You have the parents dropping off their kids to school in booty shorts, pajamas, and bonnets. So no wonder why we have the younger generation of children doing this, because this is what they see their parents do.
It's 10 in the morning and I'm supposed to go get my window fixed with my hair like this instead of putting on a bonnet. It ain't nobody outside. Barely that many people outside. And I'm supposed to go get my window fixed like this instead of putting on a bonnet. Y'all got me fucked up.
And it's overall sad. But honestly, that's just my opinion. I don't wear bonnets out in public because it's associated with ratchet, ghetto ass people. And anything that they are doing, I don't want to be a part of. Right? Like I told you earlier, What defines ghetto people or ratchet people? They lack communication skills. They don't know how to properly communicate with each other without screaming or yelling or cursing. They lack etiquette in the home and also out in public. They don't know how to talk. If they are in a relationship, they don't know how to talk to their partner. And this goes for men and women as well. But we're mainly on the women because women wear bonnets, right? So ghetto ratchet people, they lack etiquette or class. They don't know how to dress. They have no idea how to dress. And you can't tell them how to dress because now they want to fight. Ghetto ass people cannot be corrected. Ghetto ass people have multiple children back to back while in poverty. Like, we're living in America. We're not living in the slums, okay? You have the option to not have kids. Why not use protection? Why do you keep getting pregnant and knowing damn well you can't afford them? I don't understand that. And that also has to be evaluated as well. And to contribute that to my life, that's why I didn't have kids. Because I saw what my family members were going through with multiple baby daddies, multiple baby mamas, and I chose to separate myself from that. And I didn't want to be a part of that. I didn't want that to be my equation. How am I going to take care of someone else and I can't even take care of myself, right? The degenerate class, all they care about is going out and having a good time. They have no sense of responsibility. They have no sense of budgeting, because we swear as Black people, we don't have any money, but yet we could spend $200-$300 on our hair. We could spend a lot of money on our wardrobe, our shoes, our toes, jewelry, veneers. We put money towards what we want to put money towards, except for the things that we need to put it towards. To hear someone complaining about $200 for a new tire, but will be quick to spend $200 on a hairstyle that's not even going to last them 2 weeks is insane.
Why are you coming out here in public looking like that? And she said, I just took my braids down. I said, no excuse. I said, put a hat on. I said, that's how people stereotype you. And then I asked her, how old are you? She said, 13. And I said, that makes it even worse. I said, do not get used to that look.
So that defines ghetto in my eyes. That defines ratchet. That defines degenerate, the degenerate class. I decided in my life that I didn't want to be a part of nigga shit. And people will hate you for that. So yes, I don't wear bonnets because they're strictly associated with the ratchets. They're associated with a certain type of behavior. You don't see millionaires or you don't see women of class wearing bonnets or pajamas out in public. And to speak on Cardi B, because Cardi B would do something like that, money doesn't mean you have class. I mean, we watch TV every day and we see celebrities who obviously make a lot of money, but that doesn't define how much morals you have. Because we'll see Cardi B out in public with her pajamas, but she doesn't have class. So that's just my opinion. Nobody's going to change my mind on that. I agree with Monique. If you think that bonnets in public are ratchet, comment below, or just comment in general. How do you feel about bonnets out in public? Not that it's going to change my mind, but I do like to have at least a dialogue with other people to understand where they're coming from. So just drop a comment below and then I'll see you in the next video.